Hello, well here's another enthralling YouTube clip of me playing with wire. So just before I've come along and I've wound this 1.25mm mild gal steel. It is a coil, again not a spring, because if I pull this I'll just cry because it won't spring back into place and I'll just have to throw it away. So what I'm going to do now is cut these into lengths. Now what you can do is use the normal clips and just come along and just cut. Now if you do that, you'll see that that's just a link that's just butted together. Now when you're using the old butted link to make maille, normally you would use spring steel and everything like that, or what we used to call tractor link, which is very high gauge thickness wire, just so it had that structural integrity to stay together. But the size wasn't really period and very heavy and everything like that. So, but with riveted maille, you don't want it butted, because the concept of getting one of these and then trying to crimp it over so it then overlaps reduces the diameter, and it just becomes a real pain in the ass. So some genius that wasn't me decided that you would have these instead. Now hopefully you'll be able to see it, but there is a hole. Let me see whether you can see the hole. You can, there you can. You can see the hole shining through at the top, just up here. So here you've got the link and it's all coiled. I come along and I cut using that hole. I don't actually cut the first coil, I cut the second. So as you can see there, it's now got that overlap, and I haven't done anything too hard to actually go do that. And so after a while you just get used to it and you just cut. Now one of the things is that you don't have too much overlap, and you don't have anything too short. Now that for me would be the absolute minimum overlap there, because if it's too small when you're trying to do the hole, you might punch out to the front and back instead of just simply the sides, which is generally the risk. Having it too long, first off, adds weight, but also the edges start to lift up when you start punching the hole through, and that becomes a bit of a pain. It can start catching on the other links and it becomes quite painful. So anyway, so once you've cut that, you then go off and burn them. Now I'm not going to do that right now, because setting fire inside my house, I think I'd probably lose my bond. But anyway, so you do this a couple of 1,000 times, and generally again, this is one of the low risk areas of maille making. Very rarely will you stuff this part up. It's the other bits where you stuff up and you start having a lot of failures. Anyway, enough of that. Thank you very much, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.